We're a week into 2023 and I feel refreshed after the end of the previous year.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Alright?
You know what? Why don't I take a look back and make my top 10 celebrity conflicts of 2022? This year was just wild.
This morning, Leah Thomas, the first openly transgender athlete to win an NCAA Division I title, tying in 5th in Friday's 200-yard freestyle race.
But without further ado, let's get started. But before we start, I should point out that no celebrity deaths or horrific wars will be in this list. Otherwise, the list would just be too depressing to watch. Number 10. Elon Musk vs. non-verified Twitter users. Once upon a time, a rich man named Elon Musk, and yes, the Elon Musk, current CEO of Tesla, paid a whopping $44 billion for ownership of Twitter. As soon as Elon took over, a greedy problem began to arise. Did you just become popular and you want to verify yourself on Twitter?
Yes!
Too bad, so sad. You have to pay $7.99 per month, just for a blue check mark. I'm not exactly a popular guy on the internet, which is why this conflict isn't any higher in the list. Number 9. Cory x Kenshin vs. YouTube.
YouTube. You guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two.
Cory posted a video of himself playing a game called The Mortuary Assistant. He was then met with an age restriction.
I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted.
He even brought up Markiplier in this, saying that Cory was punished, but Mark and other YouTubers were not, despite they were playing the same game. I do not really have much to say on this matter other than that Jacksepticeye and the AntMan made a video on it, but I will say this. Racism and favoritism are two issues that only cowards would commit. Is YouTube a cowardly website? Probably so. It will take a lot of effort for YouTube to prove otherwise.
He went to some other channels like Markiplier's to see if theirs got restricted as well, because like a big creator who's seen very favorably in YouTube's eyes and had like a very popular video about Mortuary Assistant as well, wasn't age restricted. So he felt a bit targeted as a result of that, which was YouTube rep and was like, hey, why is mine age restricted when Mark's isn't and it has the exact same scene in it? And then suddenly his got greenlit. It was fine. They took the age restriction off and everything went about their business. And then he started to get pretty mad about it, which I completely understand, because why is that the scenario? Why is that the order of operations?
Number 8. PewDiePie vs. Twitter vultures. So get this, it all started when PewDiePie poked fun at a deaf woman's nails.
We're gonna drive through and they have like the people where they stand outside and they take your order before you go up to like the window. So I pull up and I roll my window down, and this lady, when I—
No, I'm not listening to this.
If that's not a petty reason for people getting upset, I don't know what is. He removed the nails clip, but people are still upset either way. We can't please everybody, can we? What's interesting about this case is that 2 years prior, PewDiePie made a video on why he hates Twitter, and it seems apparent as to why that is. Check out the AntMan's video on those Twitter vultures. Trust me, the tweets he reads just gets funnier every time you view them.
The Twitter brigade carrying out their weekly PewDiePie canceling instead of contributing anything remotely significant to society.
Enough with the petty stuff. We have 2 celebrities who are hated by many coming up next. Number 7. Andrew Tate. Number 6. Leah Thomas versus anyone who has a brain. Andrew Tate is a misogynistic man who believes that men are above women. As an almost 21-year-old male myself, I find all of these statements ludicrously atrocious. I crave for equality, unlike this asshole. He was banned from multiple social media platforms, which he totally deserved. I guess we won't hear from him anytime soon. Okay, let's talk about Leah Thomas. Because Leah is transgender, I'm going to refer Leah as they. With great manpower comes great criticism. Here's why. So they became the first trans athlete to win a Division I national championship. Wow, sounds awesome. Until you realize that Leah was originally a male and that they was competing against biological women. That is incredibly fucked up. How is this even allowed?
Women athletes out here today, it makes me so proud.
Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls. I'm here to kick some f***ing ass. I'm gonna roll up the other women here, and I'm gonna smoke them. I am the strongest woman this state has ever seen.
ESPN made an Instagram post about it with countless comments ridiculing Leah for good reason. This picture shows Leah standing far apart from second, third, and fourth place. It perfectly depicts that this disgraceful bastard deserves all of the backlash they received while all of the biological women deserve the glory. Good on these women. But shame on Leah Thomas for robbing first place from their competitors. My script is already getting a little too long, so let's get on with it. Number 5. This is where shit gets real. Angry Joe vs CBS. Ever heard of the Halo TV show? Angry Joe, as well as other Joe and Alex, negatively reviewed the show. Sounds normal and all, but someone at CBS must have thought it was a good idea to file a copyright block/claim towards at least some of his episode reviews, even though they are 100% fair use. The worst of which was episode 4, where he was blocked or claimed 5 times.
And if you claim this 4th edit, I think it's a 5th edit, if you claim this 5th edit, you are morally wrong, and I will fight you until the end. This content is being used for review and critique under fair use law, right? In the United States is where I am. Number 2, it is transformative. I have just transformed this content so much. We're not using any audio. We are transforming the visuals 100%. So the visuals aren't yours and the audio is not yours. You did not create those from the original. They are transformative.
All of the bogus copyright claims led to Angry Joe threatening to sue CBS. After his review of the show's finale, this conflict is over, for now. Number 4, Lord Maiso, a former YouTuber, versus Bungie, a company responsible for the creation of Halo and Destiny franchises. Lord Maiso was filed a $7.6 million lawsuit by Bungie. How and why did this happen? It all started with his channel being terminated due to multiple copyright violations from re-uploading music from Destiny 2. Lord Maiso, who falsely represented the company, filed 96 fraudulent takedowns towards innocent YouTubers who upload content on Destiny 2, including Bungie's own official channel.
This company meant to represent Bungie is issuing strikes against Bungie's channel.
Once everyone grew aware of who the perpetrator is and what his motive was, his reign of copyright abuse would come to a close shortly after.
So, I have mad respect for Bungie for doing this, and I hope they win this lawsuit, and I hope this guy learns his lesson. Unfortunately, he might be in debt for the rest of his life, but hey man, you fuck around, you're gonna find out.
Oh, and speaking of copyright abuse, number 3, the AntMan vs Quantum TV. This conflict was pretty much like a novel. There's too much to cover, but just because I've made videos on QTV before, I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. So long story short, Quantum made a 3-part review of the insanely popular game, Elden Ring. A 16-year-old YouTuber named Mischief made a video, criticizing Quantum's terrible review. Quantum then filed a false copyright claim towards Mischief, and this is where the AntMan and other YouTubers come into play. 1 month later, after Quantum was reported for his many wrongdoings, YouTube found him not guilty. This became a shock for all of us. The AntMan posted several satirical tweets on doxing employees of the YouTube, resulting in him getting demonetized, but eventually get remonetized since July. This is pretty much where the drama mostly stops here. Going to present day, as of this video, the AntMan has been doing great and gladly moved on from this undeserved incident. Unfortunately, Quantum TV is still on the site and it's unlikely that he will ever be held accountable for his actions. Number 2, Will Smith vs Chris Rock, aka the slap at the Oscars. I'm sure you know the memes behind this.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Why did Will Smith slap Chris Rock? If you don't know, get this. This is all because Rock made a joke about Jada, who is Will Smith's wife.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
At first, Smith was laughing, but all of a sudden Smith walks over and slaps him. I guess he looked at Jada feeling embarrassed, and that was when Smith changed his mood all of a sudden.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
When it came to the aftermath, things took a serious turn. Will Smith was banned from attending Academy events for a decade, and Chris Rock lost interest in becoming the host of next year's Oscars. Will Smith tarnished his reputation even more by posting a questionable apology on YouTube.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship.
This would have been the biggest celebrity conflict of 2022, but we got number one to take care of. But before we go there, I have one honorable mention. Joe Biden versus his own bike. Joe Biden was having a nice ride in his bicycle. He then got his foot stuck in the pedal and fell over, and he got up no problem, not even a single scratch on him. For some reason, this was newsworthy. That's pretty much it. The number one biggest celebrity conflict of 2022 is Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Yep, I saved what is debatably the most significant feud of this year for last. Unlike the situation between Smith and Rock, this feud dates as far back as 2016, when the two divorced, as Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of physical abuse. This went on for a few years until April 11th, 2022, when Johnny Depp started a defamation trial with Amber Heard. As the months go by, with Johnny Depp being so hilarious and charismatic and Amber Heard playing the victim, this trial was a lot of fun to watch.
Did I read that right?
You certainly did, yes, sir.
Did I read that right?
You certainly did, yes, sir.
And you wrote that about the... Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Did I read that right?
You did.
Did I read that right?
You did.
Did I read that right?
You did, sir.
Did I read that right?
You continue to read them right, yes.
And you were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
Apparently we all knew who was going to win. On June 1st, Johnny Depp won the case, being awarded in $15 million in damages. Afterwards, Amber Heard wrote a statement, expressing her disappointment on the trial's verdict. Depp would face a new problem. Disney removed Depp from the cast of a sixth Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and was replaced by Margot Robbie, but the reboot was cancelled. After everything Johnny Depp has been through, he deserves way better. No matter how much wrongful defamation Depp would face, we will always be at his side. Let me reiterate what I said at the beginning of this video. 2022 was just hysterical. With that being said, I'm really not sure if I could make another top 10 celebrity conflicts list next year, so I hope at the very least, you find this video interesting and entertaining. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter.